is Satin Sanchez, and you are watching the Satin Says podcast. We are going to be talking about everything and anything, so you are not going to want to miss an episode. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell so you get notifications every time a new episode comes out. And if you don't know me, I am a world-renowned celebrity spiritual advisor. Your favorite celebrities come to me to do all their root work. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Satin Says Tribe. I'm also on TikTok, Satin Says. Twitter, Satin Says. I'm on Facebook, SatinSays.com, with over 300 products to help you manifest too. I'm pretty much everywhere. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. I'm gonna go through a couple of things today. I have a ton of messages. I have a ton of texts. Everyone's contacting customer service asking the same shit that's already on SatinSays.com. So I want to prelude this by saying thank you for being here, but make sure you read the FAQ on SatinSays.com and all the product descriptions, because it's all there just for you. And it would answer all your questions. Yum, yum, yum. Just saying. Anyways, and I'm getting a lot of the same issues recurring for people that have the same issues. They're totally different people. They don't even know each other, but it's like a deja vu. Like everybody going through the same shit, which is crazy to me. So one message that really struck me, like, what the fuck is going on? She wants to do work on her dude. It's her baby daddy. And the baby daddy ended up like getting married to somebody else. And they have a kid and everything. And so the thing is that she still sleeps with him. And so she's like, she feels like he's being like cold. He's being hot and cold actually, because he's still sleeping with her. So she feels like he's being, sometimey. Like he comes around, he wants to do that. He doesn't give her no money anymore. He doesn't like talk to her. He doesn't take her on dates. So I'm like, okay, cool. This is very common. This happens all the time. Okay. What do you want to do? So she's like, I want to do domination. I want to split them up. I want to do a separation on them. And then I want to do domination on him to get his love back. And, I want to be married to him. I want to have more kids with him. I'm like, let me get this right. So he has a whole wife. You guys broken up. You have a kid together. Okay, cool. You guys are broken up. He has a whole wife, a whole family. He's basically pulling away from you because he clearly wants to make it work with his wife. And you want me to separate him and his wife to bring you guys together and dominate him so that he could pay your bills and be with you and have another baby. Make that make sense? Like, in what world does it? Why would you want him? Not only is he already married, but like, he's already showed you that he's a cheater. He's already showed you that he cannot commit to you. He's already showed you that you don't mean much to him. So you want me to force that to happen, which ultimately can lead you to be in her position. Basically, because if you want her to be out of the situation and you want her place, then that means your place is still open. Or who knows, he might still be fucking her. I'm not doing that. So if you come to me thinking that I'm just going to do whatever root work you request of me, you wrong. I'm going to do what I know is right. And if you come to me trying to be, negative and you're the antagonist and you are the person that needs to heal as opposed to the person that needs to be manifesting somebody else's man, I am not doing that. I am not the witch that's going to do that. No, I'm not doing that, baby. And I would never, ever separate true love. Not going to happen. No. I don't even do separation root work. Like, that's not for me. No. And here's the thing. My beautiful Satin Says tribe, all the girls in the Satin Says tribe, I love y'all so much. I will never in a million years understand why y'all degrade yourself to be what a guy that is no good for you wants. Why? I just be wanting to just like go through the phone and hug you, kiss you, tell you that you're beautiful, you're amazing. You can do so much better with somebody that actually like appreciates you. Why? It makes me like, I told you I'm empathic and I really do love my tribe. Like I love my tribe like their family. Those girls are my sisters. Rena knows. Rena started in my tribe and now we're like fucking best friends. Like I love her with a passion. Nobody better ever try to fuck with her. Okay? So it's like, I feel like the same way about my tribe. And like, it makes me so angry because I want to just like shake you up. Like, no, he's not the one, babe. He's not the one. If he has shown you all the red flags, like my red lips, y'all like my red lips? If he's showing you all the red flags, why the frick do you want him? Why? What are you going to get out of that? Pain, anguish, headaches, heartache. Then you going to be coming to me to talk about, Mama Satin, can you hex him now? No. Just what you asked for. You wanted him. You got him. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm going to do what I know is going to be better for you. So like for her, I told her she needed soul tie removal. She is so entangled in him because she never dealt with that soul tie. And bottom line is, I said it before, I'll say it again, and I'll always say it to the end of the earth. Everybody you have relations with, you have a soul tie to. It might not be as deep as other people. It might not be like, oh, I'm thinking about them every day, all day. But the energy they had is now on you. And you can't tell me that it's not. That's why a lot of people that come to me like, yo, since I've been, messing with so-and-so, my life is in shambles. I was fine before him. She done lost her house. She done lost her car. And, she got to move back with her mama. She's about to lose her job. She's losing weight like crazy. Her skin acting up. Her hair's falling out. When all she did was have sex with him. Because sex is energy exchange. So that's why I told her she needed to book the soul tie removal work. Use the soul tie removal candle. Listen to my healing audio. Because if you do not heal, you are always going to attract the wrong nigga. Always. You think that guys don't know that you're not healed? Guys know. Guys are not stupid. Guys a lot of the times are smarter than you females because the guys that come to me, they know what they want. They know what they want. They know who they are. They will not degrade themselves most times. 9 times out of 10. Because there's some niggas that I be like the ones that be coming to me to grow their penis. Like, you want me to grow your penis? You want me to grow your penis? Anyways, a lot of guys, most guys know what they want. So they come to me like, yeah, I want XYZ. And I know she want me too. She probably just don't know it yet. So what can you do to help, enhance her love? What can you do to bring her forth? Or if you just bring her to me, I'll do all the work, on my end. And I'm like, I like you. The men know their worth. Why don't the women know their worth? You're beautiful queens. Why don't y'all know your worth? It infuriates me. And even when I told her that, she was kind of like trying to make excuses for him. Oh, but he's going through a lot. Oh, but he has generational trauma from his mom. Oh, but he didn't have a dad. Oh, You can't make excuses for a grown man that is acting like a child, but that also is honest with you and telling you by actions that he don't want your ass. There's no extra, thing that you need to be told. If he is showing you that he doesn't want you, baby, believe it. Believe it. I'm not forcing that shit. I'm not forcing it. I'm not doing it. But if I do see some love there, if I do see that, you guys just separated for dumbass issues, and I see that he still loves you and you still love him, but y'all can't seem to figure it out, and there's some blockages that are happening, but I've done your divination and I know that you guys are meant to be. Oh, absolutely, I'll do the enhanced love. Absolutely, I'll bring you guys together. Absolutely, I'll bless your union. But what I won't do is bring back that no good, ain't shit, ain't got a place to stay, using you, don't know your worth ass nigga. I'm not doing that. I'm not. Sorry. I want you to be happy. If you want to be miserable, you be miserable on your own. But people in my tribe, you are going to get the real deal. You're going to get the root work, but you're also going to get the love and the healing. And I want you to be better. I don't want you to come to me for something that I know is going to mess up your life. And then you're like, oh, Satin, you brought Jacob back. You brought Henry back. Why is he acting like this? Because you told me to bring him back, baby. That's what you asked for. That's what I did. You said bring him back, and I did. You ain't tell me to make him faithful. You ain't tell me all that because that was a different root work. You ain't booked that. You booked to bring him back. You booked the soul tie. You booked return to me. Lost lover. You did not book for fidelity. And that's another thing. People will be booking something with me and expect like 10 different things. Like, no, baby, I'm going to do what you booked for. I'm not doing all that extra shit. That's a different booking. Okay? Get it right. By the way, someone had hit me up that is in their camp. I won't say it's exactly them, but in their camp. So I'm excited to see where that goes because I've been looking at all this issue happening with the Blueface, Sean, and all that. And I had said on one of my last episodes that I would do like healing root work for all of them, like have them heal and have them work together because at the end of the day, there's kids involved. So it's not like you need to be hexing somebody. It's not like you need to be, definitely soul tie removal too. And I had noted that, but I don't think it should be anything that's like total separation because you need to work through that. You need healing. You need to be cordial for the kids. You need to be able to get along for the kids. So I'm excited to see, you know, how that goes and what root work, you know, they want me to do. I didn't do too much, you know, digging into it to make sure that it was, you know, straight away. But it's interesting. I mean, everybody's fucking coming to me. Like, I'm telling you, like, everybody's fucking coming to me. But it's like, until I have the NDA, until you have the deposit, I ain't doing shit. So it's like really interesting though, because I see all of this like playing out. I feel like Blueface is very smart when it comes to marketing, when it comes to PR, when it comes to keeping his name and his image and his business, because at the end of the day, they are his business, because they make him money. He's very wise in making them stay in the front of everybody's mind, which equals to money, because that equals people streaming their music. That equals people watching the shows that they're on. That equals people watching their YouTube videos, people going on their Instagram. Like, that equals money. Like, I think that he is really fucking smart. I think that people are not giving him credit for how wise he's able to play the game. He able to play out real good. He's able to play both of them girls real good and play, you know, everybody that be, you know, like to be in people's business. Because people like to be in people's business. And what I always say, if you're in somebody else's business, you're not tending to your business, get it together. Bottom line is, when it comes to history, when it comes to, you know, archaeology, there are no artifacts or proof that that person ever lived. All of the stories in that book are just stories by random multiple people. All of the stories that made it to the book was confirmed to be allowed to be printed by King James. So if King James said this can't be in this book, then it couldn't be in the book. So what also is interesting is that the people in that book didn't have a Bible. So they was just living how they wanted to live and just decided to tell these stories. I'm sorry if you're brainwashed, but I'm definitely not going to allow you to brainwash me and my people. I'm sorry if somebody was able to get in your head that you need to be negative to everybody that doesn't agree with the lifestyle that you live and everybody that doesn't have the same religion. That tells me that you are egotistical. That tells me that you are manipulative. That tells me that you enjoy having someone else tell you how you should live. And the bottom line is, y'all don't even be living that way. Because for me, when it comes to God, and I don't mean all the other like people in the book. I mean God as a spiritual entity, an all-encompassing being. God is love. God is acceptance. God is, no matter if somebody's your same color, your same religion, they eat the same things or not, whether they're the same race as you or not, whether they have the same hair as you or not, you love them because they are a person that is deserving of love. So when I see these people that are quote unquote religious and they're always spewing hate and they're spewing negative things and they're saying such harsh things to people that because they don't agree with the same beliefs as them, that tells me that you only believe in Satan. It tells me you're a Satanist. Because at the end of the day, if I am not the same belief as you, that does not believe that you're right. That doesn't mean that you're right. That is the problem with these people. That is the problem with those people that I see. They only think what they believe is correct, even though there's no proof. No proof. Everything in that book sounds like crazy ass like stories, like off the wall stories. And none of that is in the history books. None of that is in the history part of the freaking bookstore. It's not even in the nonfiction part of the bookstore. It's fiction. It was meant to control your mind. And it does a lot of controlling of people's minds. And it's okay if you want to let it control you, but it's not doing that to us. You need to wake the hell up and realize it is all mind control. And if you want your mind controlled, I don't give a damn. That's okay. But you can't force your shit on us. I don't believe in hell. If there's a hell, it's on earth. There's no such thing as no damn hell. There's no such thing as a damn devil. That's just you and your negative ass mind. Period. They just have to put like a idol for it. Like, I need an idol. We have to have an idol because people are not going to believe it unless we put an idol. So let's put a name on it. And what's really interesting is when I learned about Satanists and learned that Satanists are not like evil. Like they don't have something in their satanic Bible that says they need to harm people. It's basically like if you harm them, they do what they need to do. As they should. You need to, if you're really interested in learning the truth, not just what you were told, not just what was in a book written by multiple men, not just what, society or movies say, go and really study that shit. It will blow your mind. It will blow your mind. I was like, ooh, okay. All right. So we've been lied to. Because growing up, I thought that the, Satanists were evil too. And I said, but you know what? But there's a lot of evil in the church too, though. So make it make sense. That is because evil is in the person. Just like good is in the person. Love is in the person. Hate is in the person. It's all in the person. It has nothing to do with the freaking color of your skin. Nothing to do with the grade of your hair. Nothing to do with the features that you have. Your religion. None of that. I treat you how you treat me. And that's just that. Okay, so this person has a crazy ex that is a narcissist. She has a dark obsession with him for years, doing spells, hexes to try to ruin my life. What should I do? Do I get the rework removed? Because she keeps doing it. The woman is married but wants my man. Whew. Sis, you got a problem on your hands. So she's doing, if you say you're on my live, so you're here. She's doing constant root work to get him. My first question is it working? Is he talking to her? Do you have any proof that whatever she's doing is working on him? Because there's a couple of ways we could do it. You could book, if they're messing around, you're going to have to do the soul tie removal. You're going to have to do the unhexed root work. If they're not messing around and you just want to protect, you can do the return to sender. You can even get the return to sender candle on SatinSays.com. And then we can do some protection root work on your marriage, or you said it's your man. I don't know. So it is a couple of ways we can do it. You have to book a divination, first of all, on SatinSays.com, so I can really look deep into it. But I also want you, when you book the divination, on the notes or email it right after you book it, tell me everything, because that was very surface level, which is okay. But I need to know a little bit more. I need to understand what their dynamic is. How does she know him? How does she know him? How does he feel about her? Are they fucking? I need a lot more information, but yeah, I can handle that. That's not a problem. People book shit like that all the time. All the time. How to meditate? Oh, perfect question. I have a video on my YouTube, I think 3 videos before this one, once this one gets posted. So maybe 4 or 2, whatever. But it's been recent. So I go through a guided meditation that everybody's been telling me, giving me great feedback that they love. So you can just do that meditation. You can do it every day. You can do it early in the morning or right before you go to bed. That's going to be the best times. I tell my coven that as well. My coven that's on my Patreon. If you want to learn more about witchcraft, you just want to learn more about what it is I do, or just join my tribe or my coven, it's on patreon.com/SatinSays. A lot of people have been emailing us and they want to learn more about witchcraft and how to enhance their power. They want to become more psychic. We do all of that in the tribe and more. There is like no limit to the shit that we talk about. But yeah, I love it. Come on over to the heated water parks, baby. A lot of the girls are noticing that I have my squirt video. It's actually on SatinSays.com. It's like a, and I have it on the coven. I think the coven has access to it right now. But I had it on SatinSays.com on how to squirt. And some of the girls, so I don't ever post about it on Instagram or on TikTok or anything. Because, you know, they have their like guidelines and all of that. So I don't be like talking about it too much. But some of the girls are finding it without me even talking about it. They're like, bitch, I didn't know you do all this stuff too. Let me tell you, when I first started SatinSays, well, I don't have any of the videos on now, but when I first started SatinSays, Rena, you could probably tell them, all the yoni washes were spiritually blessed. And those were our very, very first products, our yoni washes. And the girls was using it and turning niggas out, okay? Turning them out. I mean, obsessed, calling you, texting, talking about I love you, and y'all only met twice. Because you gave him the voodoo pea. Yes. So yeah, I do sex magic. That's one of my specialties. You can ask my husband. You can ask my husband. But yeah, I do a lot of sex magic. I help girls, you know, learn how to squirt, become way more juicy, water park, heated water park, just like she said. Have just better sex, not just for your partner, but for you too. And to learn how to utilize sex magic to manifest as well. So there's really no limit to the sex magic that I have on SatinSays.com. But that, I also have tutorials on how to ride dick. It's called Ride the D tutorials on SatinSays.com. You want to learn how to ride dick? Because I'm going to ride it to infinity and motherfucking beyond, bitch. And motherfucking beyond. How do I learn? It's on SatinSays.com. I literally just said it. Matthew, do you like men or you like women, Matthew? Because that's two separate entities, so it's going to be separate products. Oh, you like women, Matthew. Okay, cool. So there's a God bundle. So you get the God body oil, and then you get the pee appointment ready. You're going to love that. So do you just want to attract them? Like, what exactly do you want with women? You want better sex? Because that's going to be the best bundle to get. Throat goat. Yeah, I can't say that on Instagram, so I never talk about throat goat either. But throat goat, yeah. If you want him, eyes rolling in the back of his head, throat goat. So we have the lip balm and we have the lip gloss. A lot of people like, either they like both, or like more people like the lip gloss sometimes more people like the lip balm. Or you get it with the goddess bundle that's on SatinSays.com. So I don't know, it's up to you, to what you really like. But when it comes to sex magic, I got you covered, bitch. You have limitless possibilities on SatinSays.com. Would you be able to help someone that has been separated for 2 years or more? I'm new here. I can, but once you book the divination, can you tell me everything about the situation? Because that'll depend on how I'm gonna do your root work. Because if you guys been separated, the energy is probably, and y'all not talking, like y'all don't talk at all, and you want to like bring him back, the energy is probably gone. So gonna have to do a lot of work to bring it first. So it's gonna be a process, gonna be steps, and it really depends on how I'm going to do that, depending on what you tell me the situation is. So after you book the divination, go on SatinSays.com, and then go in the search bar, type divination, book the divination. It has, once you get to checkout, it has the order notes after you check out. If you miss it, just email, just let them know your order number, and they're gonna send me the notes on everything in the situation. Don't leave anything out. I find some people try to leave things out thinking that it's gonna get me to do the root work. And it's like, oh babe, once I do your divination, I'm gonna know. So it's better if you just tell me up front, and then I'll let you know how I'm gonna do your root work. I also wanted to talk real quick about if you have hateful coworkers, what do you need to book? There's a lot of things on SatinSays.com that you can book. Return to sender. So basically, a lot of people come to me and want to hex certain people. Return to sender is always going to be better, because the negative energy that they send to you, I'm blocking and I send it right back to them. So they're just hexing themselves. So it never touches you, it never bothers you, and you're not actually sending them negative energy. It's just that energy right back on it. So return to sender is definitely a good thing if you're, looking to get rid of these damn coworkers. I think Rena has booked some time, return to sender with me for coworkers, and that coworker got transferred somewhere else. I mean, I could get them transferred somewhere else. I could get them fired. I could get them to quit. It really depends on how bad the situation is and how they're bothering you. Are they just talking crap about you, or are they trying to get you fired? Like, what is the severity of it? And then I go from there and, handle it. So just let me know the whole situation when you book the divination, or when you book the root work, and then that's how I'll do your root work. But yeah, so about Will and Jada, child. Will and Jada. I wish I could be a fly on the wall in a house. The Will and Jada situation is interesting, right? Because I think everyone assumes all the blogs and stuff, and even when she says it, they're taking it as that's what's really happening. I think what you guys don't understand is that these people make money off of controversy. These people make money. Literally, she just had a book coming out and she did the interview. These people make money off of you guys being in a business. I would make shit up too if I was them. Because she's coming out with all this stuff. Boom, I got a book. Will had a book and they came out with all this stuff. Boom, his shit is the New York Times bestseller. This is just strategy. Like, I don't even fault them, because that's the type of work that they do. That's just what their PR is probably telling them to do. But at the end of the day, how they live their life has nothing to do with y'all. It don't got nothing to do with you. Whether she messed with August and Will and Dwayne Martin in the same week, it don't pay your bills. It don't bring that ain't shit ass nigga back. It don't get you a new job, a higher pay. It don't do nothing for you. So it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. So when people are asking me to do oh, can you do a reading on, what really happened? No, I can't. And I never will. I don't do that. I know there's a lot of people that like to do readings on people unsolicited. No, we're not doing it. Sorry, but I do feel like, honestly, there's so much more underneath the surface. I'm not doing a reading about it. I'm just saying personally, I think that there's so much more underneath the surface, and I do not believe that neither one of them weren't in agreement a long time ago on whatever aspect that they wanted. I don't think either one of them are surprised by any of this. I don't think either one of them really care. I don't think they care. I do think that Will should call me. I won't tell his secrets. So Will, if you're watching this, I will keep all your secrets. Just hit me up. Like everybody that's talking about the Holly girl, right? So, I mean, anybody that's ever been pregnant before, and even some people that haven't been pregnant before, you could tell the girl was pregnant. Listen, let me tell you, when I first got pregnant with my daughter, because I was young, I was a teenager, and I used to wear the biggest things, and my parents had no clue. My mom ended up finding out because my sister told her. But anyways, my father didn't know that I was pregnant. So I was 8 months. I was about to have the baby, and I told him oh, I need you to be at the hospital. He's like, what? I'm like, sorry, Dad. He's like, what? Because, my dad's Muslim, so he thought that I was going to marry this Egyptian guy and have 12 kids by him, and he could dictate my life and all of that. And no, I already found me a nigga. So, by the time I was supposed to turn 18, I was supposed to marry a Muslim guy. I was supposed to have, all his kids and be a stay-at-home mom and do all of that. Because, in the Islam, it's kind of set. Your father kind of sets your life. Or just your parents in general kind of set your life. They arrange your marriage and all of that. Not always, but very common. And so that was supposed to happen for me. But no, I'm the dictator. Okay. So I wore the baggiest freaking pants and the baggiest sweaters throughout my entire pregnancy. And my dad didn't notice. He had no fucking clue. Some other people didn't notice. But I was really skinny. So my stomach was very small even at 9 months. I looked like maybe I just ate something and got bloated, and that's why it looked like that, because I didn't really look pregnant. I didn't look pregnant at all. And I feel like she is really, really skinny. And so she's showing really like small. She's probably like 5 months by now. But at the end of the day, I really hate when people try to force someone to tell their own business. Like, the girl being pregnant has nothing to do with the people that's telling her business. Like, I've seen it everywhere and people commenting like, oh, she need to just come out already. Stop trying to hide it. That's that girl body and that girl baby. That's that girl's man. Why in the world are you trying to make her, force her, tell people that don't give a damn about her, not going to take care of her kid, not going to take care of her, not even going to buy the baby a bag of Pampers, a box of Pampers, that, oh, you need to come out and tell us that you're pregnant. I see like this social media era, even though it could be good, it could be, you know, affluent to the person that uses it correctly. I mean, I blew up on social media, so it's like I know that it can be used for good, but I feel like the mindset of this new era, this new generation, they don't have enough willpower and enough tenacity to think for themselves. So they're easily influenced, and that's why they call them influencers. You know, the IG models and stuff, they call them influencers because they're influencing their following. They call it following because people follow them, right? So I feel like a lot of the younger generation and just the social media era, you know how like they had the industrial era when everything was industrialized, and then a lot of things changed and a lot of people were moving from the cities into the suburbs, and a lot of the way of life had basically totally changed because of the style of living, the era that they were in. The era that we are in is the social media era. The era that we are in is the technology enhancement era. And the issue I'm finding is that because of that, people think social media is real life. They think that people, that little 5-second snippet that you saw of somebody's life is their whole life. They think that they know somebody from, you know, just because they're popular on social media. To me, that is mental illness. I feel like a lot of people have mental illness and then they bring it on social media. And that's where you get the trolls, and that's where you get the negative people, and that's where you get the hateful people and the hateful comments, and, you know, people saying things that are just so outlandish as if they know the person. It could be a perfect stranger. I just saw this recently. People were going back and forth. Like, it was somebody that did like a hair video, and it was so cute. But somebody was talking crap because it was like a little girl and she had got a wig on or whatever. But they were like, oh, I bet she don't got no daddy. And I'm like, you got that from a wig video? These people are fucked. The world is fucked. We are fucked. Because if these kind of people are the future, and, you know, those people are growing up and they're going to be in office, or they're going to be doctors and lawyers. Oh, we fucked. The world is fucked. You can't possibly think that social media is real. Now, there are some people that are real, like me. I don't need to fake the funk. Like, what you see is what you motherfucking get. What you see is what you get, because I'm not faking no for nobody. But you also don't know my fucking business. You don't know what my husband look like. You don't know what my kids look like. You don't need to know none of that. Because whatever I want to keep private, I keep private. And I just feel like also the problem is that some people bring too much onto social media. And then there are entitled people that feel like they're entitled to your life. That doesn't make it right. It's definitely wrong. It's very weird. Like I said, that's a mental illness to think that you know somebody that you never met a day in your life, and then try to dictate what is going on in their life by a 5-second video that you saw on Instagram or TikTok or something. You don't know those people. But my thing also is, if we actually sat down for a minute, because I know also COVID and all of that, like the lockdown, like really fucked up a lot of people mentally too. I think that people just aren't getting the help that they need. I feel like whether it was social media or not, they probably already had mental issues. They probably were already depressed. They probably were already dealing with anxiety and, you know, just mental issues that people just throw under the rug. But it comes up and then they project it onto other people. Get help. Getting mental help